Hey guys, welcome back to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today it's time for more Doctor Who. This is episode 11, series 5. Last episode we were with Vincent Van Gogh. Van Gogh. I've always said Van Gogh. Been mispronouncing his name for ages. It was a very touching episode. It made me cry. So I have no idea what I'm in for with this one. All I know is that we are heading into the end of the series, basically. And I'm not sure what to expect. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let's check it out. Oh, hello. What are you doing? TARDIS?
Doctor? Sticking off again.
What is the TARDIS doing this series? You know what I mean. Creepy, don't trust it. You need to leave.
Help you. What's wrong? Something terrible's happened.
You're gonna die.
It's coming from upstairs. Who lives up there again?
Some bloke.
What is he doing up there?
It's murdering someone.
Mission in life, Craig. Find me a man.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
going to have to settle for me.
You have to settle for me first. Oh, Melina again.
Just her. I love you. I love you.
The Vincent Van Gogh.
Hey, I
Gogh.
love you.
Say it.
I love you. Well, that's good, because I'm your new lodger. This is going to be easier than I expected. Plus some rent. That's probably quite a lot, isn't it? Looks like a lot. Is it not? I can never tell. Dry rot? Or damp or mildew? Or none of the above. I'll get someone to fix it. No, I'll fix it. I'm good at fixing rot. Call me the Rotmeister. No, I'm the doctor. Don't call me the Rotmeister. This is the most beautiful
happening?
parlour I have ever
What?
No time to lose. I'll take it. Has anyone ever told you that you're a bit weird? They never really stop. Have you been to Paris, Craig? Nah, I can't see the point of Paris. I'm not much of a traveller. I can tell from your sofa. Sofa? You're starting to look like it.
Damn.
That's lovely. No, I like it here. I miss it. I miss those keys. What?
That you're massaging.
Fondling them. I'm not holding them. Right. I can stay. Yeah, your weird Indian cook is good enough for me. Mark and I, we had an arrangement where if you ever need me out of your hair, just give me a shout. Why would I want that? In case you want to bring someone round, a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Oh, I will. I'll shout if that happens. Yes. So like, I was not expecting this! By the way, that...
Doctor!
Ow.
Sorry.
Could you not rip my new earpiece, Pond?
Nasty. She's locked in a materialisation loop trying to land again, but she can't.
And whatever's stopping her is upstairs in that flat. So,
Oh.
upstairs and sort it.
To anyone else hearing this conversation, we're talking absolute gibberish. Practically eruption of chicken big arts Lombardi spiral. Now, all I've got to do is pass as an ordinary human being. What could possibly go wrong? Interesting. Localised time loop. Whatever's happening upstairs is still affecting you.
So confused. I don't know what's happening.
I'm just gonna go upstairs, see if he's okay. Alright?
Not the best idea. See, I can understand why he's going. He lives under there. Oh.
Yes, hello?
Craig?
Thank you, Craig, but I don't need your help.
Not creepy at all.
I thought we might be in trouble. Thanks. Oh, if I ever am, you can come and save me with my toothbrush.
Hello.
Ah, Hello? The doctor?
Oh.
No, I was in Malta. There's no football match. I can't take a date.
I didn't say I was your date.
Neither did I. Get dressed. I can't go up to these guys and go, hey, this is my new flatmate. He's called the doctor. Why not? Because it's weird. Right, Craig. Hey.
My name is John.
Right, mate.
John Smith.
You any good though? Let's find out.
I guess it's good. She gonna get a crush. Oh no! Aww.
Please, can you help me?
I want them to show one person go.
I lost my mum and I don't know where she is. Please, can you help me?
Help you?
Creepy.
We're gonna annihilate.
Annihilate? No, no violence. Do you understand me? Not while I'm around, not today, not ever. I'm the doctor of the oncoming storm. You basically meant beat them in a football match, didn't you?
Yeah.
Lovely. What sort of time?
Hey.
Oh!
Hello, flatmate.
Sophie's coming round tonight, and I was wondering if you could give us some space.
Oh, don't mind me. You won't even know I'm here. Hello.
Oh God!
I thought you were going out.
Just reconnecting all the electrics. It's a real mess. Where's the on switch?
Do you want to stay?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Great.
Life seemed pointless, you know, Doctor?
Has the doctor even dealt with this yet?
Chilled up. Let's go.
Oh! In his own way.
What are you getting? You said I could be lost forever. Just go upstairs.
Without knowing and get myself killed, then you really are lost.
Don't touch it. Don't. Don't do it. Oh, why would you do it?
Not to touch it. Look, what's that? It's nothing we do pretty obviously poisonous substance. Oh, I know what would be really clever. Come on, Craig, breathe.
Come on, Craig, breathe. There's a healthy footballer's lungs.
What's happening? Oh, Charles and Diane.
Go to work. What's he doing here? What are you doing here?
If that's your attitude, Mr. Lang, I suggest you take your custom elsewhere.
No, that's one of my best clients.
Sophie, my hero.
Hi, Craig.
Okay.
Hello, Mr.
What?
I want you to go. Everybody loves you, and you're better at football than me, and my job, and now Sophie's all, oh, monkeys, and then there's that. Me and you, it's not going to work out. You've only been here 3 days. It'd be the 3 weirdest days of my life.
It's going to get a lot weirder if I go.
I thought it was good weird. It's not. It's bad weird. Just get out.
Right. Only way, I'm going to show you something, but shh, really, shh. Oh, I'm going to regret this.
Ooh.
You saw my ad in the paper shop window.
Yes, with this right above it, which is odd. Because Amy hasn't written it yet.
Shut up!
It's crazy. Oh, do not go up.
Please, can you help me?
No.
Hi.
Someone say no.
What's the matter, my love?
Yes, help me. I'm a creepy girl.
People are dying up there. People are dying. People are dying. People are dying. People are dying.
Amy.
Nope.
They're being killed.
Someone's up there.
Yeah.
Craig, come on, someone's dying up there.
You cannot be upstairs. It's a one-story building. There is no upstairs.
What?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Someone's attempt to build a TARDIS. Perception filter, it's more than a disguise. It tricks you, then. You're the emergency crash program. A hologram, what you've been luring people up here so you can try them out. You help me.
Craig, what is this? Where am I?
Hush, you're stupid, aren't you? You just keep trying.
17 people have been tried. 6,400,026 remain.
Ah.
What is going on?
The correct pilot. The correct pilot Watch people who want to escape and you don't want to leave, Craig. You're Mr. Superman. Geronimo!
He's a Geronimo.
Why don't you want to leave? God, Sophie! And I don't want to leave Sophie. I can't leave Sophie. I love Sophie.
I love you too, Craig, you idiot.
Finally.
Did you mean that?
Of course I mean it. Do you mean it?
I've always meant it. Seriously, that's what you mean.
Yes.
Stop checking.
God's sake, kiss the girl! Kiss the girl!
Okay.
I want you to keep these. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Sophie.
Ooh. It's either gonna spark a memory or she's gonna think he's gonna propose to her or something. Wait, what? No, shut up. No, next time. All right, guys. That was episode 11 of series 5. And I really had so much fun with that episode, just being entertained by all the character stuff and the just the interactions of the Doctor trying to pretend to be human, and both Craig and Sophie's cluelessness of not only about the Doctor but about each other, all of that. But I was having such a fun time with the characters that I, like, a lot of the details of the plot got lost on me a little bit. Like, you know, wait, how was the TARDIS connected to this phantom ship? And there's a perception filter, and oh, look, the crack showed up at the end of the episode. Just a lot of little details that went by really fast for me because this is just not where my focus on it was. I'm like, I gotta rewatch. I did try and record some commentary after it initially. I don't know. Did not go well. Initially, I was like, what was that? What was that episode? Because I think, you know, the Doctor tends to see a big picture, right? He tends to see, you know, he sees all of Earth's timeline and history, and maybe he doesn't know every single custom. I think in this episode it's slightly exaggerated for comic effect, like fish out of water, oh, isn't he funny? Because he seemed like a little extra clueless about details, like with the kissing on each cheek, the air kissing, and, you know, like he's just very confused. Now, in retrospect, I think that could be maybe the influence of the crack that rewrites time and messes things up in general. I don't know. But he he had a lot of faux pas this episode. He normally does, but I never ever think of the Doctor as being anything close to being clueless. And kind of he was a little bit in the sort of general customs, like, which, you know, your mileage may vary, but I mean, I'm not criticizing it because I found it really entertaining. He reminded me a lot of my Harry Potter, my banner's down, but a wizard trying to pretend that he was a muggle and just not have any clue. If you've never read the books, one of the most entertaining things, little tidbits in it that didn't make it to screen was that, you know, the wizards just didn't know how muggles dressed. So in situations where they had to pass themselves off as a muggle, they would wear these insane combinations of muggle clothing, and Harry would just be like, no, oh no. It reminded me of that just a little bit. I think a lot of things in this episode really depended upon and were focused on perception and lack of perception. I mean, not just the literal perception field and the time loops and all of that, But, just how the doctor was worrying about being perceived and how Craig and Sophie were not entirely seeing the obvious, I think. I mean, it's like when you're interested in someone who's a friend and you think they're interested back, but there's a lot of self-doubt there because you don't want to ruin the friendship. It's like you're just not sure, even when it's obvious. So just a lot of little plays on perception. When I watched it the first time around, and Sophie immediately exhibited like, "Ooh, the doctor. You didn't tell me he was gorgeous." I was like, "Oh no, let's not do this." Where she, gets interested in the light. Where she gets interested in somebody else, and then it becomes like a jealousy thing. I was like, "Oh, are we gonna go there?" But in on the second watching, I really think that even if she genuinely thought, this doctor is gorgeous, she genuinely wanted to have a career working with, animals in different countries, I think she kept bringing those things up to test Craig. I'm gonna toss this idea out. Ooh, your friend is so gorgeous. And see how he responds. Because she's not 100% sure and doesn't want to take that chance. Turns out I can volunteer for the orangutans. And what do you think I should do? Like, she's testing him and just like testing the waters and seeing. So I actually really liked that. Especially the second time around just gave me a different perspective on that. Speaking of perspectives. Maybe people are far more generous than I would ever be. But walking by a townhouse and hearing the speaker say, I need help, that might get me at least to the door. And with my phone, they had cell phones then, might get me to call for help for somebody. But once I got in there and saw the flickering lights and the creepy dude at the top of the stairs, I'd be out. Every person that kind of got sucked in to me initially just had like a lack of perception. I'm like, there's the crazy little freaky girl with the pigtails and the toy doll or toy teddy bear, whatever, at the top of the stairs with flickering lights saying, help me. You run, right? We've all seen horror movies. This is the part where you run. So every one of those people that got sucked in upstairs, listen, you were asking for it because the hologram did not really come up with great tactics for luring people in. But I mean, they worked anyway. So what do I know? I would not have stopped. Would you have stopped? I mean, maybe you would have stopped just to go in, but like with the flickering and the creepy people at the top of the stairs, would you really have gone up? I don't know. Now, maybe there was something in the perception field or, that drew people up, or that maybe the crack being there behind the fridge had some influence. I don't know. It's hard to imagine people being completely uninfluenced by anything else other than their own sense of, helping out. I don't know. It's just so obviously creepy. I really like the little touch of seeing the Van Gogh exhibit postcard on the fridge under the magnet. That was pretty cool. As far as the influence of this phantom ship on top of the building, which did not have second floor after all, how it could have so much influence on the TARDIS, I caught it the second time around, they kind of explained very quickly. There's a powerful field was keeping it from landing. I'm not sure why. I don't know if that strange other ship sort of crashing there, landing there, but the crew was dead and nobody to pilot, so they had the hologram. I don't know if any of that if that was an independent occurrence, independent of the crack being there. If the crack initially caused this occurrence, maybe it was the crack's influence on the TARDIS rather than the ship's. I don't know. Maybe it was the confluence of all three. Oh, and also he said something about it looks like someone was trying to build a TARDIS. So I note that he still has keys, and I note that Amy has written a note to them about the address, but hasn't written it yet. So at some point in the future, she has to write that. Yeah. So the fact that I'm still questioning things about just the logistics of the things that happened in this episode lead me to believe that I'm supposed to be questioning things or just accepting things as they are and moving on. So I'm going to note all these things in my little squishy noggin and move on to the next episode. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that episode. Really enjoyed seeing James Corden. Carpool karaoke. And I am looking forward to seeing if any of the details of this episode, how they may or may not play in. Because on one hand, the crack being there behind the fridge didn't obviously play into this episode. Or maybe the crack being there is the thing that was causing all of this disturbance or help causing all of this disturbance. I don't know. So I am really excited to keep watching and find out. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this one with me. If you enjoyed the reaction, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reactions are on Patreon, and be sure to join me for the next episode. Alright, thanks guys. Bye. So sorry. It's always a problem.
Meanwhile, I shall recruit a spy.
The whole top floor just vanished.
Look at this, look at that, the characterization. The lighting is off the charts here. That's where she, gets interested in, oh, the light, what the f***? I can't remember where I left off. Zoop!